Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Smith Wesson M&P 1522. And actually, just to let you guys know, this is not stock. This is not the way it comes. I do have quite a few things upgraded on this firearm, but everything is actually very affordable. Nothing will actually break the bank. And I will actually let you guys know where you can find these things. And sorry, I don't really have links for you guys yet. I have been reaching out to a couple of companies to see, if they can provide me with links, but I just don't have any just yet. But once I do, you guys will be the first to know. All right, so a quick safety check. Two magazines, not loaded. All right, so to start off, this rifle does come in. This is a 22. It actually does come in a 5.56/223. That's going to be obviously a little bit more pricey, but this is 22 LR. So it's going to come with one magazine and your firearms lock, and it's going to have a couple things, like how to a booklet about obviously joining the NRA, and then also too how to clean the gun if you want to register it with Smith & Wesson for your warranties and stuff like that. The barrel is going to be 16.5 inches with the overall length being 33.8 inches, and I believe that's with the what's it called, with the stock all the way out. So it does come with polymer grip. Actually everything on this firearm is polymer except for the barrel. So on a regular AR, it's gonna be your aluminum lower, your upper, everything's gonna be aluminum, but actually this is all polymer. So the lower, the upper, actually the handguard that it comes with is a polymer also. Your stock, your grip, everything is polymer. That's actually probably why it's so cheap and affordable. And it's a 22. You don't really necessarily need to make it out of aluminum just so it could withstand the recoil and the blast of the 22. Other features, it does come with a 10-inch handguard, and it does come with like your charging handle, everything you pretty much need. So this firearm, it does come with a lot of stuff that I do feel that could be upgradable. Starting off with the stock. The stock it comes with, it's actually kind of wobbly, and it's not really that great of a stock. What I don't like about the stock that it comes with is that it doesn't have any rubber on the back of it. So when you bring it up, it tends to slide a little bit. So I switched it out with this Magpul CTR. Yeah, I believe it's a CTR. And this one is actually very affordable. It's like 35 bucks. It's pretty cheap. And then also with the Magpul grip. Now, a lot of things that fit in your AR will fit in this firearm, but not exactly. So the stock does fit actually very well. It has very little wiggle to it. So the grip, it does fit, but it does, you see this little gap right here. So that little grip, if it doesn't really bother me, but it's not a really big deal. The charging handle will not fit. This is actually a smaller charging handle, and then obviously because it doesn't have a bolt carrier group, for the AR, it's actually for 22, so it's much smaller. And then also, the lower and the upper are actually smaller than what you would find in your regular ARs. So you can't interchange them or anything like that. They just don't fit. So this handguard, I actually got it from this company called Tactical 22. It's actually a pretty cool company. They make specific, they make parts actually specifically for this firearm, for the M&P 22. M&P 1522. So they have like these handguards because a lot of times you want to switch out the handguard that it comes with. I don't think it's that great, but you can't fit an actual AR handguard on it just because of this right here. So this right here will not let you fit a regular handguard. You're gonna be stuck with the gap right here. But this company actually makes everything. They have, you know, they have handguards, they have barrel shrouds, they have I'm a really big fan of these angled foregrip. Sorry, I'm a really big fan of these angled foregrips. I actually started getting into the vertical foregrips just because you can actually push back a little bit more against your shoulder. But that's a whole nother video. But yeah, so, and then it actually comes with these Magpul Sights, these flip up sights right here, which are pretty cool. They're actually these sights, if you were to buy them separately, they're about almost like 80 bucks. So they're actually pretty good sights. I have like this, you know, budget red dot on it, just because you don't really need a very, you know, a pretty expensive red dot on this, just because, you know, with red dots you want to spend a little bit more money for quality ones, just because they hold zero very well. And you know, with this firearm there's not really any recoil, so it'll actually, with this budget red dot, it actually holds zero very well. I slapped this on my other AR and just after shooting a couple rounds of 5.56, and it lost zero. So yeah, it actually holds zero pretty well on this firearm. Yep, comes with your flash hider. I actually put these little grips on here. These grips are pretty cool because, you know, sometimes you get a little sweaty. A pack of 4, I believe, costs like 15 bucks on Amazon. It's freaking great. Amazon has a lot of really good deals on these parts too. Like I got the angled foregrip from Amazon too. It was like 20 bucks. But yeah, so this gun out the door right now, I mean, obviously it's a little complicated to get firearms, but with this firearm out the door, you're gonna be looking at, the cheapest I found it is like probably like $465 or $475 now. But actually these at one point were like $399. But now it's just really hard to find them. But yeah, it's a great firearm. It's a great training tool for, you know, your actual ARs, just because the safety is actually in the same spot. You actually take it down just like a regular AR, and then your mag release is in the same spot. Pretty much, it's just, you know, this one you don't have to do the extra step of doing the Hellfighter or the Kelly key on it. You just, you know, knock it down. Last bow hold open. It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, this is a great training tool. This is actually, you could hunt like small game with it. You can rabbits, squirrels, or, you know, just have some fun. And it's actually very cheap on ammo. So one of my first videos I did the Walther P22, and I was explaining that on the ammo, you know, nowadays 9mm is going to be, you know, probably 25 to 30 bucks of a 50 round box. You know, this actually cycles out very well the Minimax, CCI Minimax, and that box is 100 rounds, and it's $8, you know, and you can't go wrong with that. So, you know, you're gonna, you know, not feel bad of, you know, just planking a couple hours, and, you know, you're not gonna be wasting too much money. Also, so this is the magazine that it comes with, but I'm not really a fan of these small magazines. Kind of annoying. But so they also have, Smith Wesson has these magazines right here that are California compliant, and they actually a 10 round magazine, and it looks like it would go all the way down, but it doesn't. It stops at around maybe like right here. And they're pretty cool. These are actually a little bit more pricey than your regular AR magazines. It's like 25 bucks for one of these. And then I've been wanting to get the flat dark earth ones, but I just can't find them anywhere. So thank you for tuning in today. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as max_tactical1. And then just to keep up on all the latest news, I always post up on my Instagram first. And then there's also a link on my Instagram to go check out my page here on YouTube. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so. If you like the content I have, or if you have any questions, just hit me up on the comments page or on my Instagram. I'll be happy to help anybody with any questions. Okay? Thank you guys. Take care.